So today is episode number two, right?
Yeah, yeah, too. Well,
Uh,
I had the one with Coda and Augustine, but
yeah,
that's like kind of I would call that like 1.5.
that
That
was
was kind of like
1.5. I've seen that.
yeah,
That
that was like out of the blue, but
was a good one, man.
yeah,
So, uh, welcome to Smooth Operators, episode number two with Jose
yes,
and
sir.
Razor. So, I think right now we're both doing outreach, right?
Yeah, I'm still in outreach. I think I might start hitting some emails today. I think that might be the way to go.
Right, right. Yeah,
I was really adamant on, yeah, I was like adamant on not doing it because I found with emails it can just go like too business too quick.
right.
And I noticed that the best conversations usually start off casually more than straight into business, but people
Mm,
are getting results with the email, so I might start doing that.
I hear you. I hear you. Do you have a certain type of strategy you're gonna use for email? Is it the same thing you're doing on DMs?
Yeah, I think I might just do a quick hook with the
Right.
subject, no video, ask for permission to send the video through. If they respond yes, I'm gonna make a loom for them and send it through. If
Yeah.
there's no response, then I was thinking too, like I need a CRM and like I need to update a CRM because I
Mm,
want to have like all of the leads in categories
right.
like set out properly. So I
Yeah.
think that might be something that I do today. Shouldn't take too long, but then I
Bro,
can go into emails.
I need to do the same thing. I got no CR. I haven't been using the CRM this whole time, and I've realized it's made my outreach process like really messy. I'm just trying to remember who I've outreached to. And yeah, if I can have a system, a CRM where I can see, okay, I've reached out to these people, I've followed up to these with these and these, I think it'll make it a lot smoother. So,
Yeah, I figured like because I used to do DM setting and I figured out very quickly that it makes every day way more easy to visualize because
mm,
right now like let's say I wake up in the morning without a CRM, I'm basically just like trying to memorize like all right, who was warm, okay, who responded,
mm,
who do I want to follow up on mostly?
yeah,
Who is like my top creators that I want to follow? Like I just have to do all, and then that ends up taking brain space and energy and time. That
yeah,
all that time could if I prepared beforehand the day before and had like the CRM step by step, I could just wake up this morning and be like, all right, boom,
mm,
boom, 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 and it's all set out, and
yeah,
it's way less time and energy.
yeah, you're right, bro. You know what? Today, something that I wanted to speak about was the importance of providing free value.
Mm.
I really think that I was gonna ask you this question. What do you think is more important when you're reaching out to a creator? Would you say just personalizing the DM, but with no free value, or kind of like a general type of DM, but with like a lot of free value specific to the creator?
Yeah, it's a good question.
Mm,
What's more important?
yeah.
I think I try to put myself in the creator's shoes. So I think a casual message
Hmm.
that has no, that's almost a little bit mysterious,
Hmm.
but has some sort of personalization
Right.
at the beginning is better. I
Yeah.
think if they respond, then you surprise them with free value and you give them the free value as a surprise, and then it kind of gives them, because then that's the first impression. But if you just like give it all up in the beginning in the first like two messages, it's kind of just like it still comes off as salesy and needy. So I think
Mm,
those first initial messages should just be like, hey, I have something that I want to send to you, but I want to know if this is a good place.
hmm.
And then it's there, it's almost like, okay, like what do you want to, and then you're like, then you can go and send them a loom or you send them like a free value or you send them some sort of like, some sort of thing that you think they find valuable.
Mm,
And then they're like, okay, if they're interested, then they're interested because you
yeah.
gave them something that interested them. And so it gives them like it builds trust because if you just send it out
Hmm.
with no like consent, then it's just like they almost feel like you're still selling to them, even if it's free value, because you're like trying to. push it on them, you know?
Okay, that's cool. You know what? I didn't think about it like that. I was thinking
Yeah.
about the other way around because I don't know if you've been getting a lot of DMs from like people in drop shipping and now you're doing YouTube, so you're about to get a ton of editors outreaching you, bro. Like,
Yeah.
a ton of
Yeah.
them, bro. Yeah, so I get them all the time and most of them are not personalized, but some of them are super personalized and stuff. But with me, like see, that's the thing with I think when you're outreaching people, people are different. Like with me, I'd much rather someone just give me the free value straight away. Because a lot of people they do that thing where like it'll be
Yeah.
personalized, but then I can tell I have to have like this like small talk conversation with you to get to whatever the thing is.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
Like,
that's a good point. I think
yeah.
like I'm not necessarily an advocate for small talk, like delaying giving them the free value. I'm more so
Yeah.
an advocate for, hey, is this a good place to send it through? And then it's like yes or no. And then
Mm,
if they're like yes, it's like okay, then you send them the free value
right.
like instantly within like the first 4 to 5 messages. It's hey, I just saw this and I really noticed this about your video, or I noticed this. They're giving value right away. I noticed that you're doing this, you could be doing this, or you're not doing this, and people in your niche are doing this that
Right.
are, more successful. And
Mm,
I actually made you a quick video explaining it. Is it cool if I send it through?
mm.
You're
Yeah.
gonna want that video.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then you're gonna be like, yeah, send it through. Then I send it through, you watch it, you're interested. You're like, okay, and now you're in your head, you have more like you're more familiar with who I am instantly because you've seen a video of me. You had
Mm.
a little bit of dialogue, and it wasn't like I had to like, "How's your day going? Oh, how are you do like, how
Please
is
don't do
business?"
that. Oh my
Like
God.
all that type of stuff. Like you just like that's not necessary. You basically just have to ask for consent for the value you're about to give them.
Hmm.
Give them the value.
Mm.
Wait for them to show interest. Like, yeah, I'm interested. Then you just rinse and repeat that cycle.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, boom, 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 boom. And you just move yourself up the ladder. Now when that creator goes to talk to you, or if you're an editor and Razor goes to talk to you, he's already seeing you as more valuable and
Mm.
trustworthy because of how you went about things.
And you know what? Here's something that I've been thinking about, and I just sent a message to Simon about this because I wanted to get his input on it. You know the way Simon was telling us like free value. Well, making videos targeted towards the creators we want to work with so that we can get warm inbound leads.
Oh, I
I
didn't do that.
realized, bro, I was thinking I want to start doing that on my Instagram, but I had like this feeling that I thought that I got over. Like I've always said, like I don't really care about like social media. I'll post wherever I want. Don't really care what people
Yeah.
think. But when I really thought about it today, because I was thinking I want to start taking clips from like the gems that I've dropped on YouTube. I'm posting it
Hmm.
on my personal Instagram so that when I outreach to people and they check my profile, they can see, okay, this guy really knows what he's talking about. He's got videos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
When I was thinking about doing that, I was thinking, oh, what about everyone else that's following me? Because I follow like everyone that follows me is from like school or like
Yeah, I
friends,
feel you on this. Yeah,
from
same.
college and stuff like that. And I was thinking, oh, when I post this stuff, it's gonna look a bit. But then I realized, why am I thinking about that? I'm not like the purpose of it is to get a creator so that so that I can change my life basically. So I shouldn't really be thinking about that type of stuff. But that's what I want to do, bro. I want to start making content for Instagram because YouTube is okay, but I think if I can do it on Instagram as well, I think I'll be able to get a lot more leads from Instagram.
I think so too.
Yeah, and
And
I'll be able
I'm in
to.
that same position where it's like my IG
Mm,
is mostly family and friends.
yeah,
And if I start using it as a business,
yeah,
like
yeah,
then like just how like it would translate. But
yeah,
that's why I think I stuck to YouTube and like I'm doing YouTube shorts.
yeah.
The 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 way I'm seeing it with IG
Mm,
is I should be doing content on IG and I should be posting like reels on IG.
mm.
It's just like a personal fear, and I feel you.
Bro, it's facts, bro. I felt it today. I felt it today because really and truly, like I'm pretty sure even you got like some good clips that you can definitely like you could post today. That would be of value to like at least one creator out there. but it's like this thing of like, everyone's gonna see it type of thing, you know? Like I was thinking in the beginning when I started doing outreach, I wanted to create like a whole separate type of account with no one in that
Yeah.
knows me on it, so I could just like put everything on there. But I realized it's better to do it with the
You
one.
know what I noticed though, and this is some sauce for you guys, is you can post a reel without it being posted onto your profile. It goes into the For You page. Like
Yeah.
so it doesn't show up into the your friend's timeline.
Okay, is that the way when you post it, you don't put it on feed, you put it on
You
just
don't put it on feed. It's just a reel. So then it just shows up random.
I'm pretty sure they'll still see it though.
They can still see it. It'll be on
Yeah.
your profile, but it
Yeah.
won't show up in their feed.
Oh, you should okay, okay,
So
yeah.
if they were to go to your profile, like they would see it. If they
Yeah,
go to
yeah,
your profile, they're gonna see it, like of
yeah.
course.
Yeah.
But if you
Yeah.
post it and you're like, oh, I don't want to like post this on everybody's timeline and have everybody see it on their timeline, you can like not do. You can make it so it doesn't do that.
I hear
And
you.
I'm thinking like that's probably how I want to go about it because I want to have it, and I don't care if like if they end up going on my profile and they start seeing videos, that's fine with me. For me, it's just like I don't want to like terrorize their timeline with like my business like and like my shorts or my reels or whatever. So
I hear you. I hear you.
I'm thinking I'm probably gonna start doing that and just not putting it on the timeline, just having it as a reel and
You
put it on
know,
the For You page.
yeah, yeah. I'm gonna start doing that as well, bro. Because I think uh, an inbound lead is always gonna be better than a cold outbound lead, man. Always. And yeah, because
And with more content, you'll end up getting more followers, so your profile will get more social proof. Like,
yeah,
because you might not get a bunch of inbound leads right away, but you're probably gonna get a lot of views, and like some of those views will convert to followers, and then your account will build social trust because your following account is
mm,
going up, right?
yeah, yeah. I'm gonna do that, bro. I'm gonna do that, man. Because I see, I know it's working for Simon. You know, there's some other guys that are doing it. I don't know if they're getting inbound leads.
Simon's at like 1K on IG, right?
Yeah, man.
So it's working. It works. It works.
Yeah, for real. So. Hopefully one day I wanna be able to speak to him and maybe get him on the podcast because you know he got a bunch of gems when it comes to creating content and stuff.
Yeah, I
So,
think that'd be fire.
oh,
He'd be down. He'd be down. I
oh yeah,
think so.
definitely. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Bro, you know what? Yesterday when I was at work, something crazy happened, bro. And like I want to tell you this because you're doing YouTube as well, and everyone else that's doing YouTube, I give shout out to Hardy, Ray, all you guys are doing YouTube, yeah. Carry on making these videos because you have no idea. You have no idea who's watching them. Trust
Yeah.
me, bro. Bro, you know, yesterday someone watched my video and they said so they watched the video that I made, the one where I was a little bit frustrated talking about, you know, the guy didn't jump on the call. But I was like, I'm gonna carry on going. Someone watched the video and that video only got like around so far 100 views or whatever. The guy watched the video, he messaged me and he was like, "Oh bro, I just watched your video. I got some tips for you." And I was like, "Okay, cool." And then I'm not gonna say his name because I don't know if he wants me to. I think he's like super low key.
Okay.
But the guy that sent me the message, bro, he's an operator for one of the communities that won the school games last month.
Mm.
Bro, he's the operator for one of these guys that won last month. So his community made like over 40K, bro. And I was like, damn, this guy seen my video and he was like, yeah, so you're putting in the work, so I just want to show you what I did to get my creator. And bro, like this guy was telling me that he was sending out like normal DMs and he
Hmm.
was sending out 100 DMs per day. But he got absolutely nowhere with that. He got no one. So he switched it to making looms. So his output drastically went down. It went from 100 DMs to like 15, 20 looms per day.
A day. Yeah.
And he was sending them out, he was sending them out, he was sending them out. And then he jumped on not one, two, three, four, five, six. He jumped on 7 calls with 7 different creators, and all of them flopped. All 7 calls,
Mm.
bro. And then on his eighth
That's
call,
devastating, bro.
yeah, bro, on his eighth call, that's when he got the crate that he's working with, and then he won the March school games. And I was like, damn, because yesterday was my second call technically, and it didn't go through, and I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So for someone like that to reach out, he's a huge operator to tell me like, bro, like, I had to go through seven calls to get my creator. I was sending out 100 DMs per day. I was getting nowhere. Then I switched to Looms, and then he was telling me like, obviously, when you do the Looms, like the majority of people are not gonna see your message. They're not gonna see your Loom. But you were just telling me like, you gotta be consistent with it, and also
So he
follow.
would send straight looms, like he would send just out the bat loom.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But Blooms, bro. And I could see the amount of like I could see this guy was he's different with it because instead of just telling me about the loom, you know what he did? He went on my actual IG thing, and then he made me a loom for my
Okay, yeah, yeah.
and then he was showing me exactly how he would go through it. So he was going through the loom, and then like halfway he would say, okay, you can change up and say this, and then he'll go back to the loom. And then um yeah, bro, it was just like, bro, you just gotta keep on doing it, man. And I was like, I really appreciate you reaching out. But the whole moral of the story is that I had no idea someone like that was watching was watching my video. And um yeah, you never know. Like you could get
Yeah.
a lead like that, you can make a crazy connection. Cause now um the guy was like, bro, you can just send me a message whenever. And I was like, okay, cool. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Bro,
bro,
this is some if this doesn't go over your head, I just want to slow it down for the people that are watching, like so it doesn't go over their head.
slow it down for
Yeah, so what Razer is doing is he's building up what's called a personal brand. And you might have we like for me, I realized that early on when Razer told me about the idea that he was doing with the content. I realized right away like this
yeah,
is personal brand development. And so with a lot of you guys like that you want to be an operator and you're trying to go about it in like the silent way, it won't work out. Like you can even look at the other operators that are really successful, like Pierre. What's he doing now? He's building up his personal brand. He has his Telegram, he has his YouTube. Like you need to have the eyes to see that it's not just going to work in the dark. You need to bring yourself out into the light because things like this will happen where
exactly.
you'll be able to connect with operators that are steps ahead of you, that are good people that want to bring up the next set of operators up
Yeah.
out of goodwill. And you won't be able to receive that unless you're out in the light and you're sharing and documenting and open to network.
Mm, bro, this
So
is true.
that's a gem.
Bro, I'm gonna slow it down a little bit more, man. Yo,
Mm.
someone reached out to me and he was talking about so basically he started doing his YouTube channel as well, and he just wanted to know because basically you know what we're talking about putting content on Instagram, the way we're like, oh, everyone's gonna see it type of thing.
Yeah.
Well, he was talking about that, but with YouTube, because I think he already had a small YouTube channel, and I think his friends already followed it and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Asking me like, oh, how do I deal with like, you know,
Personal.
yeah, and like people gonna see and stuff like that. With my channel, absolutely none of my friends know about it, bro. None of them.
Yeah.
So I don't know, maybe they might find out about it soon when I start posting on Instagram, but I would just tell them like, you can't really care about that. And the thing is, once you get it going and you start getting, you start providing like good content and stuff, um,
Hmm.
you're gonna help a lot of people and you might get some inbound leads and stuff. And damn, I forgot, bro. I had a whole point I was supposed to make, but
So you were saying like slowing it down when you're networking and then you're exposed to like on your IG with your family and your friends. You're exposing like you feel like you're exposing yourself in a sense,
yeah,
but you're not seeing maybe that you're potentially gonna put yourself into the view of an operator or somebody that's able to help you and bring you up to the next level.
yeah, yeah. That's the thing, bro. I'd say if you're on the fence about it, I'd say try it, man. Because
Hmm.
it's kind of like. like even when you apply to a job and stuff like that, they always want you to have experience, isn't it?
Yeah,
And even if you're like a great operator and stuff like that, I think it's gonna be like think about it, if I reach out to someone and someone like me and you, we reach out to someone, but I have like this YouTube channel and a whole catalog of like showing you I know what I'm talking about. I make video and I help people and I have my own community and I'm making content that's helping people. They're probably gonna lean more towards me, even if you're technically a better operator, just because of social proof.
yeah,
Social proof is huge.
it's
So
super big.
so social proof is huge, and thank God I'm in a spot where I've helped a couple people and I've been able to get like I don't know if you've seen on my IG stories, I've been posting like
Yeah,
reviews
yeah,
and testimonials. So bro, like just having those reviews, I'm putting them in my highlights so that when I reach out, the person can like check out my highlight and see, oh, okay, he's helped this person, he's helped this person, he can probably help me. So that's something I want to stress, like social
yeah. I
proof.
might need
Like,
to start doing that too. Like,
bro, you gotta
I
do it,
think,
man.
yeah, like I'm thinking a lot of you guys that are just starting out in growth operating or whatever you call it, like community building,
Yeah.
like, and you're looking for to I need to get one creator so I can get that case study. You don't actually need to get the because I felt like that too. Like I need the first creator just so I can build up with them to some extent and then have the case study to have that social proof that's so like necessary. And there is truth to that. But the what Razor's doing here is like you're building social proof by just helping the people that are around you, regardless of if it's a personal business that you're creating. It's just like there's a network around you and you're giving value out, and then you're using that as the case study for your personal brand, not
Exactly.
just a personal business, but your whole
Exactly.
brand.
Exactly, guys. Yeah.
That's a big gem.
It's a gem, bro, because I was always thinking I can't put up that story until I've got a creator and I've built and scaled them up to like a certain amount. Then I can post it. But shout out to Jacob, by the way. Shout out Jacob. He's the person that told me about it. He was like, bro, you have your own community. And bro, today the community hit 600 members, which is crazy.
Let's go, bro.
Bro, yeah. So he was like, bro, you help hundreds of people. You have so many like testimonials right there that you can post and show that you know what you're talking about. And I was like, oh, I never thought about it like that. I was like, yeah, you should do that. So shout out
Yeah,
to
you have 600 members.
yeah, 600 members now, bro. And there's been people in there that have got their first client. And when they've got their first client, I've told them, okay, you can reach out to me whenever and I'll help you with the process. So like if you need help with market research, if you need help with whatever, I got you. And a couple of them are outreach to me and I've told them, okay, do this, this, and this, and then they've done it and
They
it's
get
helped them. So yeah, bro, yeah. So I know you probably got probably a couple of people that you've helped as well.
yeah, I definitely got some DMs from the DM sliders in there. So
Ah, yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So it was definitely they do it in a good way. So it's like obviously they're learning.
Yeah.
And I think that's it's such a necessity like to find pockets in the market where
Mm,
there isn't some sort of help.
yeah.
Like you found a pocket in the market, you found a gap that wasn't filled out,
Mm,
and then you filled it out, and now there's people like, bro, you're like doing something, and we have to kind of wake up and be like, oh, like I can use this as a personal case
It's
study, right?
it's true. I never thought about it like that, man. I never thought
Yeah.
about it like that.
And
So
Pierre, like I'm in Pierre's Telegram group, and he was saying the same thing today. Like,
mm,
the reason he's successful isn't necessarily because he's, smarter or has more knowledge or has more experience than other operators per se. It's because he is able to see gaps in the market. So
facts.
he sees the gaps that are not being filled out or aren't oversaturated or aren't, being bombarded. And he
Mm,
sees where there's a hole and there's nobody really looking at it because maybe it doesn't look valuable, and then he goes for that, and then he makes it valuable.
yeah, you're right, bro. I'm in that same Telegram. He dropped so many gems in there. It's true. It's
Yeah.
true. what was I gonna say? Um, yeah.
I'm thinking of the two options, like if I start a free school group or I start a Telegram.
Oh my gosh. You know what? It's a good thing you've told me this, bro. So from
Yeah.
experience, but I know it's like to have the free um school group. The free school group is great if you have a lot of time on your hands, bro. I'll tell you, because up until the first 50 to 100 members, you can deal with it. But once you start getting 200, 300, 400, 500, 600,
You need
whatever.
mods. You need mods.
Oh
Yeah.
my. I'm not gonna lie, and if anyone from DM Slides is watching this, I do low key feel bad sometimes. 'Cause like I'll see like a bunch of people like DMing me and like asking me questions, but because I'm so locked in on trying to get my actual client, and then when I'm not doing outreach, I've got work, and then I've got personal things, and then you know, it like in the community, like a lot of people would want um like they'll ask questions and stuff. But the good thing about the community is that once you have a like a couple good people in there that will help you with like answering questions, they can really
They
help
have.
you out. Yeah. Shout out to everyone in the DM slide that helped me answer questions because like I don't like leaving people like just hanging and stuff. But basically, long story short, to answer your question, I think do you think you'll be like really active in the community when you start? Like once you start
That's what. Yeah.
numbers?
That's what. And I think like I want to build because you didn't start your school group until you were how many days in?
Oh, I think I was on around day 30, so I was a month in.
Yeah. So you had like a little bit of uh I guess like foundation,
Yeah.
like in terms of you technically it's not my day 10 or 11 right now. Like I am like 35 days in.
Okay.
But in terms of like getting people funneled into a free group or a
Hmm.
Telegram group, free Telegram group, like
Hmm.
I wanna that's why I want to go to IG and go to Reels. I want to be able to have a more more people quicker. But that's just like probably egotistical because like I want to have
Hmm.
something to like stand on. But I think if I started small, like it would still work. Like I might just start a Telegram,
Hmm.
um, just because it's like simple. But I do want to start a school group because then it kind of just makes it um easier to network. Because in a Telegram group, it's not back and forth. It's just
Yeah. Yeah.
constantly me.
One
But a
way.
school, yeah. So I'm like thinking if I want to go the school route and network, or if I want to go the Telegram route and just give free value like Pierre. So that's where
Yeah. I was low
like a
key.
bit of a dilemma.
I was thinking about that as well. I'm still happy that, you know what, all in all, I'm happy that I went with the school group because it does correlate well with what I'm actually trying to do because at least now I can actually show I have my own school group and I can say I got 600 members in here and I know how to, operate and manage it. As opposed to me saying I have a Telegram with 600 people in there, which, is not really,
Yeah.
well, you know. So I would say if you were to start a community, I would say maybe just make it clear, like, because the one thing that I do like about having the community is that I don't think you can do on Telegram is, the classroom section. You can make videos and just post it there, and then people can go watch it and stuff like that. Um, so yeah, there's a couple like more things you can do with the school group.
Mm,
Yeah, yeah, it's up to you, man. It's up to you. I would say
yeah.
I would say split test it if you can.
Yeah. I might start with school and uh I want to do info vids too. So I might start with school, maybe,
Yeah.
and then as that builds up, I'll drop a Telegram link for people that are just wanting to like not network but get free value
Mm.
and
Yeah,
maybe have. But I don't want to do too like spread myself too thin because,
yeah.
like you said, like once your school group gets big, then it's just gonna be
Oh,
like
yeah.
it's gonna be too much to like reach out and manage. You're gonna need other
A
people to
lot.
delegate to.
It's a lot, bro. It's a lot.
Yeah.
But it's also good because once you once you start getting some members in there, I don't know if it was just me, I don't know if I got lucky or whatever it was, but school has been pump like sending me so many leads without me promoting it on my channel. So many people that have joined now, they tell me that they've just seen it on the discovery page.
Oh,
And
really?
yeah, my community is around 300. It's ranked 320, something like that on the whole platform. So
Bro, that's fire.
yeah, so a lot of people just see it on there and they're like, oh, they join. And then they're like, oh, I just seen it on the thing. I didn't even know you have a YouTube channel. So
Yeah. We'll
once you
cut
start,
this out. I want to cut this part out. But like, you do you get like referrals when they join?
no.
Because it's like 99 a month, so you're just
Oh,
paying
sorry,
99 a
yeah.
month.
Yeah, sorry, yeah. So yeah, when someone joins through you and they start a community, you get a referral.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Um,
When they start a community.
when they start the community. And one they actually pay, and then 2 weeks after they pay. But
Oh,
I haven't made a single penny from
so
it.
you're like investing basically. You're putting 99 every month.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And plus you gotta pay for the community every month.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
the money just came out yesterday for my community yesterday. And I forgot about I was like, wait, what? What just came out of my account? $99.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, school. Okay. So I've been losing
Yeah.
money on the community, but
Yeah.
I'm happy to
It's
have
an
it.
investment. No, it's not like 99 every month going down
Yeah,
into
yeah,
you kind of recoup a little bit.
yeah. Honestly, what I want to do, bro, is I want to get that second. I want to get my creator, and then I'll start thinking about those other things. Because the thing is, like you said, I don't want to spread myself too thin. You know, if I'm
Yeah, I
doing,
feel that.
I'm trying to build a course or trying to do consultations while doing outreach while also studying, whilst also, like we said, we got that 1% every day. I want to put all of it into one thing instead of trying to split
Yeah,
into three
no,
different,
that's
like
facts.
I said. So,
That's what I'm thinking. Maybe I'll delay the Telegram or school for now until I'm like down maybe
mm,
30, 40 days into content.
that's
And
right.
then when I have like a creator or I'm like I have a creator signed off
Mm,
and everything is set out, then it's like, okay, now might be the time to
yeah,
start a Telegram group.
yeah,
And it's almost like a journal, but it would be like it would just make sense more down then than to start it now and then
mm,
not be consistent. Like let's say I started now and then in 2 weeks I have a creator sign and then I have to put way more focus on building their community.
right,
And mine just starts like going into like the back burner. And
exactly.
then what am I? Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
like I think I might
exactly.
just leave it right now and then
Yeah.
start later on when I'm like settled.
Mm. You know what I've realized this week as well? The I think everyone's like they think that this thing should happen so fast. And I was listening to Pierre. He said that it took him 8 months to get to his first 10K. Took him
8 months.
8 months, bro. Eight
Yeah.
months. And I haven't even hit my third month yet. And sometimes I catch myself getting a little bit frustrated. I'm like, what's going on? How come?
Yeah, I
So
feel
I'm
that.
like, what I'm saying? So it's always great to hear people that are doing really well on this say stuff like that because 8 months is a long time, to do something and actually stick with it. And I don't know if you get these DMs as well. I get a lot of people asking me like, "Oh, this even worth it? Should I carry on? Should I
Yeah.
stop? Let's go." No one's really getting back to me. And then they've only been doing it for like less than a month, like 3 weeks or something. And I would say consistency and persistency is the biggest thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
You gotta carry on.
Yeah.
Like even with the other guy, the guy that outreached to me, he was doing it for a while before. He had to jump on 7 calls and he failed all of them. All of them didn't go through. And then on his eighth one, he got his creator. Now look what he's doing.
Yeah.
So
And then imagine if you quit on a seventh.
you know what I'm saying? So guys, you
So
got
I totally get that. For me, I that's why I think YouTube and like making content helps me to like
mm,
not give up. Because if I give up on one thing, then it just like goes into everything else. Like
right.
then there's no point in making like I've tied down
Mm,
too many too many things to like this working out that if I don't continue it, then the things I've connected to it are also gonna die. So
But
it's like too much responsibility to be like, you know what, I'm not feeling this anymore, and
mm,
just like stopping it. Because like now I'm in networks, like now I'm like, now we have a podcast. So if I was to quit, it's like now you have a podcast with who by yourself. You get what I'm saying?
ah,
So like if you and this is like a gem for you operators that are like
yeah,
that you want to figure out a way to like make sure you succeed. This is why I say networking is your net worth. And if you can network, it ensures success because now you're not just responsible for your own success. Because you've networked and other people see you as valuable, you're not gonna want to quit because you understand that if you quit, then it means everything else that's connected to it also is gonna end up dying.
that's right.
So
That's
then if you have those things connected, you're not gonna want to quit. You're gonna figure out like, no, even if it's a bad day, I gotta keep going
yeah,
because I have all these other things that are connected to it that I have to continue to work on.
that's what I'm saying, bro. You're spitting. Bro, did you hear that interview with Evelyn? I think she came second on the school games. I
With
think
Evelyn, with who?
Evelyn, um, so basically on the school games, they have interviews with everyone that won.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah,
I haven't seen
bro, you
those.
gotta watch them. They're gems, bro. They're gems.
I'm gonna watch them. I'm gonna watch them.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. So I think she came first or second. I think second, 'cause I think Hamza came first. And basically, she said the same thing with you. Her community, she ended up making $82,000 in new monthly revenue in March, bro.
Just
And
in
she,
March.
and she was talking about how she used to do, I think, e-commerce and affiliate marketing and digital marketing. And she went through all of these side hustles and she quit all of them. And then the guy said, how come when you got to this one, why didn't you quit this one? And you know what she
Yeah.
said, bro? She was like, I wanted to quit this one as well, but I couldn't quit because I had a community of people that were relying on me. So I had to show up for
Mm.
people. She said that when she was doing all these other ones, it was just like no one
It
was
was
relying.
herself.
It was just her. And if she was to dip and say, I'm out, like it's not
It doesn't.
affecting no one.
Yeah.
But now that she had her own community with people where she felt responsible, have to show up every single day, she said that she couldn't quit. She had to show up. And bro, like that's how I feel. Like, especially with this YouTube channel that I got now.
Yeah.
I think day 79. Like, I really don't feel like I can quit with it. Cause I don't know if you like there was like a 10-day period where I didn't post. And for those 10 days, so many people were DMing me saying, yo, what's going on with how come you're not,
Yeah.
whoa. And I was like, oh, okay. And then now I have a community with 600 members in there. Now I'm doing the podcast with you. Now I've built so many other connections. Like, if I were to just say, I'm
Nah.
quitting, that's crazy. I literally have like a
It's
hundred.
too much. It's too much because you're not just giving up on one thing, right?
I
You
can't.
know, you're not, it's no longer, you're just, it no longer feels like you would just be giving up on yourself. It feels
But
like you're gonna give up on a bunch
yeah,
of people.
yeah, facts. So yeah, Evelyn, she was talking about that and how even when she started, um, what was she saying? She had to go through because she runs ads to her. She does organic and she runs ads. And I think she said she went through like 100 different ad campaigns before she got to the one that worked and funneled the most traffic into her community.
A
So
hundred? You said 100?
yeah, it was something crazy. When I gotta watch the video again because she was spitting. But
That is
um,
another gem though. That's like
yeah,
realizing it
guys,
is a trial and error.
yeah, you gotta watch these people like. Because what I don't like about social media is like let's say there'll be 1,000 people starting growth operating, and then one of them happens to start on day one, and then on day five they've got their creator and they're making 10K. That's the story that's always pushed out to everyone. Like you
Yeah,
can start on day one, and then on day two you're a millionaire, and everyone looks at it and they're like, "Oh, okay, it's
let's
easy,
go.
easy."
Yeah,
I can just start and then boom, I'm making 10K per month. But then when you start seeing other stories like Pierre, it took him 8 months. You got this other guy, it took him months. It took Evelyn a while to do it, and took this person a while
yeah.
to do it. These stories are then
7,
not
8
popped out.
calls. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, and like, I'm happy that I'm a part of that now because people can watch my story literally from day one and see that. okay, it's day 79 and he's still going through it. So yeah, like you
It's
like
realistic. It's
realistic.
like a real it like for the most of, and it's you're gonna hit most of the operators. It's like most of the people that are going through this are going to be more on on your path than on the path that was
Yeah.
like first week creator, second week launch, third week 10K, like
Yeah.
that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Like not everyone's gonna relate to that or
Mm.
be able to relate to that
Yeah.
ever. So then who's left is gonna be the person that went through a longer process, and then
Yeah.
they're gonna look to you because you are more relatable and you make sense. For them, that this makes more sense
I'm telling
for
you,
the
bro.
people that are in it.
I'm telling you, man. Because I even when I started in Create Accelerate, there was like a couple, like one, two people that they had that crazy story where they started one on the first week. I remember there was this one specific guy, I'll never forget him. Like he's not active in the community anymore, but he said that on his fourth outreach message, he got a whale, bro. And he signed him with the big setup fee and everything. And then he launched and his community went crazy. And I was thinking, how the hell do you for outreach messaging, you got a whale? And then
Yeah,
he went crazy. And then there was another guy who took him like a week as well. But the thing is, those are like unicorns, man. You know, it's rare.
yeah,
It's rare. It can happen, but it's rare. Majority of
yeah,
us, we're gonna have to go through that long period where we have to do outreach and
yeah,
setbacks and stuff like that. So yeah, it's way
yeah.
more realistic.
It is, man. Like I think for me, I'm always trying to see where
Mm,
is the path heading.
yeah,
And when you hear those stories of like, okay, first week creator sign, second week,
yeah.
like it, and then that doesn't happen. I think for a lot of operators, it might be like by the time they get to the second week and that doesn't happen, they lose faith in the path,
They give
right?
up. They give
They
up.
give up and they
Yeah,
it's over with. And
yeah.
so that's why I like harp on like networking instantly. Like as soon as you get into something,
Mm,
especially when it's community based,
yeah.
network instantly. Put yourself out there instantly because then you're gonna start tying yourself in to these people that are around you,
Mm,
and then it's gonna force you to commit every day. It's
mm.
gonna force you to commit,
That's
and
right.
you can't give up because you're now connected to a network. Now you're like I remember the first call that I hopped on that wasn't like Brady or Kyle's call. It
Mm,
was just like a mindset call. And instantly after that call, I was talking to like four or five people in that call.
okay.
Right. And then from there, it just was like, now there's a group chat. Now I'm like talking to this person every day, talking to that person every day. Now these people are asking me advice. Now I'm trying to like get further so I can give more advice. Because if I just stop, then I can't provide any more value, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna end up not being in a network.
Yeah.
So instantaneously, like I joined Creator Accelerator like December, and if you look at my like activity from December up until February, it's like dead. Because I was not, I just I bought it and I joined it and I was in, but I was working as a DM setter and I had a job and I still have a job. And
Right.
so I was kind of like putting it off to the side because I was thinking like I'm gonna get to it when I get to it. And
Mm,
then around like end of January, February, I was DM setting and I was just like look I was still in the school group, so I was like looking through the school group and
mhm.
I see a call link that Shadow Rin, she dropped this a link for a mindset call with like other operators that had nothing to do with like Brady or Kyle. And I see it and I'm like, oh, it's happening in an hour. And then I wait an hour and then I click in and
Yeah.
I'm sitting there and I'm like taking it like I'm like seeing how everybody's like talking, blah blah. Then I start talking and I start sharing. And because I did that, people were like, oh, this guy's like he's kind of smart, like, oh, he kind of knows a little bit. So then they start hitting me up. Then it builds and now I can't quit. Now
Mm,
I'm literally I can't quit.
yeah.
It's too much connected that I can't quit.
Bro, and I got another jump for that. You know, when it comes to networking with people, you're right. You definitely should network with people, but this is my advice when you network. Because
Mm.
some of you come a little bit too fast. So
Yeah,
what you gotta do is because when you want to connect with people, it's kind of like outreach. You need to provide some type of value, guys.
value. Yeah.
Because I've had a bunch of people like the very, very, very first message they send me is they're like, hey bro, watch your videos, which is great and I appreciate that. But then they'll be like, when you free, let's jump on a call.
Yeah. I
Whoa,
got that.
whoa,
Yeah, I get that all the time.
whoa. I appreciate you, bro, but
Yeah.
jumping on a call is, I've had so many of those and I've always like to the ones that I respond to, I'm just like, I need to see you like put in some type of work or provide some type of value. It don't even have to be to me, to the rest of the
Yeah.
community. I can see that. Because like even the way me and you jumped on a call,
Yeah.
like guys, like I slid in his DMs. I was like, when I seen that
Simon.
Simon gave you a shout out. He gave both of us a shout out. He was like Razor and Jose. And I was like, oh, okay, Jose's been helping out other people.
Yeah. I'm
And then
like on the leaderboard, like you see my name.
yeah, yeah. But I won't even lie. Before that, I didn't even know you was on the leaderboard. I just seen that post. And
Yeah.
because I got that cosign from Simon, who I knew from my community, and he said that you helped him, you provided value. I said, okay, let me connect with him. But if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have reached out to you, bro.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because like this podcast wouldn't be happening. Like so much
Yeah.
stuff.
And he DM'd me, right? Like he messaged me and I didn't think like you like a lot of the times we don't really see like how you said initially, like this goes full circle with the YouTube and like seeing and like not knowing who's watching.
Yeah, yeah.
Like some like I'll help people and then I don't know that the repercussions like multiply. And so
Mm.
when you're networking, don't go and like reach out to Razor or me and be like, bro, let me hop on a call, like,
Please,
and
please.
take. Because
Yeah.
what does that doesn't build your social brand out. It just builds us, it builds our social brand because then you can go and like tell other people, yeah, I was on a call with them, they did this, and then it builds us up, but that doesn't build your social brand up, right? So
Mm.
when I'm saying network, it means go to the people that are right there beside you that don't have value, like that don't have haven't shown any value, that
Yeah.
are just starting out, and just reach out to them and DM them and say, hey, bro, let's hop on a call. I want an accountability partner. Or like, hey, let's hop on a call. I wanna kind of network and just build some connections in the community. Like go to the people that are at your stage. Because if you come to me or Razor and we're 5, 6 steps ahead of you,
Mm.
we're the ones that have to come down to the beginning and give you that free value.
Yes, true.
And that builds us up. It won't build like you'll have more knowledge, so it'll be easier for you to start, of course, but it builds our brand up. It doesn't build your social proof at all. It's only building us up. So when I'm saying build yourself up, it means go to the people that you don't see as valuable that are just starting out and go to them because when I was giving free value, like I wasn't expecting anything. I wasn't like, oh,
Mm.
he's gonna be a case study or blah blah. It was just like he reached out. I'm gonna give him some knowledge, and because of that, I built my social brand up. I was always, it's like it wasn't selfish, but it is selfish because like I
Mm.
was thinking I'm gonna help these people, and
Mm.
I'm not really gonna get necessarily money or anything in return from them specifically, but I
Mm.
know it's building my social brand up. Like I know my social proof goes up.
Mm. Bro, it's
So
true.
that's all I'm saying. Like,
It's so true. You have no idea who you're helping. Like I
yeah.
always say, I think the biggest there's been so many people that have gone on and like, are starting to do big things. And it's great because I know that now I can reach out to them and they'll help me. They'll happily help me. Because when they were at level one and I was at level whatever, maybe two or three, I was helping them. And then they've like a lot of people have actually gone past me, which is crazy.
I feel that.
It's just crazy. Like I was saying, the biggest one that I think about is when Dakota reached out to me when he was starting out because he watched one of my videos and he had a couple of questions for me, and I helped him out in the beginning when he needed help for me, and then
Hmm.
later on you see how he's doing now, and now I'm like,
Yeah.
now I'm the one like, yo, bro, I need help with this and this and this.
Yeah.
But only because I was able to help earlier on, now I can
Now
have
there's a friendship, there's a connection, there's a trust there.
yeah.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, guys. And you know what? You kind of made me laugh when you talked about, the whole like mindset thing that for everyone else. Like, I tried to do that, bro. Like
Hmm.
early on, bro. Before my YouTube videos and well, I did my YouTube videos from day one, but before I made them public and stuff,
Yeah.
I tried to do like a link with everyone in the community so like we could like brainstorm. And I did it and I made a post like a day before, like, yeah, guys, feel free to show up. This is gonna be, let's brainstorm. Bro, I did it. You know how many people joined?
How much?
Zero people, bro.
Nobody. Bro, scared.
I was on that call by myself, like, oh man.
Waiting.
Yeah, bro. I was on it for like half an hour. Absolutely no one joined. And I was like, oh, okay, cool, cool. So but yeah, it's like it didn't discourage me. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
it's whatever. I carried on
But
going.
you had the idea. And I
I
think
had the idea. I had the idea.
that's what separates like people like you, me, Dakota, like people that can act on their ideas and like manifest them and just like put them out into the world,
Mm.
regardless of like trying to take, because you're not taking anything in that call. You're like trying to network in that call.
I want to brainstorm with everyone else, but I'd say the main thing with that is you can't let that bring you down. Because what if I was like, oh, no one wants to jump on this call with me? I'm gonna stop everything. I'm gonna stop the YouTube and all of that.
Yeah.
The thing is it ties back to what I was saying. I don't think then I had built up enough social proof and enough value in the community for anyone to see. Because maybe back then they probably see my name, they didn't know anything about me, so they didn't jump on the call. As
Yeah.
opposed to now, I think if I was to do that, like not in a cocky way, but I think it would be a much different story. I think a lot more people would actually come on.
Yeah. That's like life, right? Like I noticed with me too, it was like, and if I don't like, and I noticed with the post and see it too, like if I post this about where I'm trying to get some information, it's very like the likes are low, comments are low,
Yeah.
like, and then
Yeah.
if I post like just signed a creator,
Yeah.
big
Oh,
whale,
yeah, that's blow
boom,
up.
it's like it's blows up, and then it's just all the comments are like, bro, no way, like let's go, and then it's just like now you're trying to connect, now you want to hit my DMs. It's just it's funny to me, bro, like how life is, man, but.
Oh, bro.
And that's
Really.
just how it is. That's just how it'll always be like that, and that will never change. And I just know that to be a fact of life.
That's how it is, man. That's how it
Yeah.
is, man.
Yeah.
You just gotta carry on working, carry on grinding. The same people that were ignoring you, or later on, they'll probably be reaching out to you. So you just gotta
Yeah.
carry on working.
Yeah. And keep those people that were initially like, I try not to think of the people that I'm networking as a circle. So my network isn't a circle, it's a straight line.
Mm.
And the people that are at the front of the line are the people that were consistent with me
Damn,
through the steps.
hard one. I like that.
That's a gem.
That's a nice one.
So
That's a line, not a circle. Okay, cool,
yeah.
cool. I like that
Because
one.
this is why in a circle you can't see everybody.
Mm.
You're constantly having to turn to talk to everybody.
Yeah, that's
But if
true.
you have them in a straight line, you
Yeah.
can like pinpoint where everybody is, and now you have a hierarchy. Like now you have A, B, C, D. And
Wow.
if you need to move somebody up from E to B, you can say like, okay, but usually when it's A, B, C, D, E, F, G, like it's lined up like that, usually you have them like that for a reason. So very rarely will they move up and down. In
Oh,
a network, they can slide around and you don't even know
mm.
because
Oh,
you're like having to turn to like in
yeah.
a circle, you're always having to see who's around you. In a straight line, you're gonna be able to first of all, in a straight line, this is another gem. You can tell A, you can be like your number two guy, you tell them something and you say go tell B and C.
Right.
And you
Right.
can see them telling B and C. You're not gonna be like tell B and C, and then you're going over here, and then you don't even know if they're telling
Oh,
the next
yeah.
person.
Yeah.
So if you have your social network in a straight line, meaning your hierarchy, meaning I know B is in front of C, so if I tell B, he's
Mm.
gonna tell C and D, and I can make sure that that happens accordingly.
Facts. I like that one.
So
A really good
yeah,
one. Yeah. Wow, man.
that might be a good place to end it on.
Bro, that was a good, yeah, mic
Yeah,
drop. That's a mic drop.
that's a major gem right there. So
That is it for me today, guys.
yeah,
Um,
appreciate you guys. All love. God bless you guys. And with you guys that are might have gone through that despair, maybe you're in your 10 day of like despair, or you're in your whatever stage of doubt, just remember it's a part of the process and there's a larger plan. Like I say this in all my videos. If you are to scope out a little bit and see it from a bigger perspective, you're going to understand even the harder moments are still pulling you towards the end destination.
Sure.
Even if there's no results, even if the creators are ghosting you, even if you fail 7 calls, that eighth call's waiting on you, bro.
You
So
never
keep
know.
going.
You never know, guys. Yeah, that's a good one. For my outro, it's gonna be when you get them setbacks, you gotta have that type of mentality where have you seen that meme where it's like it's two people at the start line and then there's like a rubber band and then someone's being pushed behind the rubber band.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well, yeah, so when that gun goes, these people are at the front, but th this person gonna have a push to go forward. Like every time I get a setback, that's me getting pushed back on that rubber band.
Yo, that's a
Every
fire.
every time, bro. Like you don't realize like that call
That is
that I had
fire, bro.
yesterday, bro. I really thought I was about to close him, and I thought I was about to start a whole nother path. That pushed me back so far back, but not in a bad way. Like it's giving me so much like drive now. You know what I'm saying? Every time like I'm about to jump on a call with someone or I'm talking to someone in DMs and then it goes nowhere, it just pushes me back more, more, more. And like
Yeah.
when I finally get that career and the bands let go,
Yo, that's a bar
I'm
too.
gone. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So guys, think about it
Rubber
in the
band.
right ways. Think about it in the right ways. Even like I was saying, like even from that first call, I've learned how to actually jump on a call with a prospect and hold frame and talk them through everything and really know really know how to like direct them during the call. So guys, you gotta think about like
Yeah.
that, guys.
That's
Like
a perfect way to end it, fam. That's like, yeah, that's you rubber band. Your race is,
have to.
your race is not always gonna feel like you're lined up with everybody. You might feel
Facts.
set back, but if you treat it like it's a you're in a rubber band,
Yeah, you got
you're
it.
in a
You got
yeah,
it.
you're being slingshot, like bro. That's it.
I'm saying you're gonna run past everyone else in front of you.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys.
All right, love.
All right, man. Love,
Appreciate
love.
you.
All right, appreciate you, man.